You probably know someone earning $45,000 a year who always seems comfortable, pays bills on time, takes a vacation, doesn't panic when the car needs repairs. And you probably know someone else pulling in $90,000 who's perpetually stressed, living paycheck to paycheck, drowning in credit card statements they're afraid to open. Same economy, same inflation, completely different realities. Here's the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to say out loud. The gap between those two people has almost nothing to do with income. It has everything to do with the invisible rules they follow, or don't follow, every single day. Most people spend their lives waiting for a raise, a windfall, an inheritance, some external rescue that will finally fix everything. But more money doesn't fix broken habits. It accelerates them. Give a spender a bonus, and they'll spend it. Give an investor a bonus, and it disappears into an account that quietly multiplies. These 20 rules are the difference. They're not complicated, they're not glamorous, but they work. And they work for anyone willing to actually apply them. My name is Phil. I've spent years studying the psychology behind financial decisions, why smart people make terrible money choices, why ordinary people sometimes build extraordinary wealth, and what separates the two. If that kind of thinking interests you, subscribe and stay close. Now, let's get into it. Rule 1. Kill high-interest debt before anything else. There's a mathematical reality most financial advice dances around. If you're paying 22% interest on a credit card while earning 9% in the market, you are losing money every single day you carry that balance. It's not a lifestyle issue, it's arithmetic. Not all debt is your enemy. A mortgage that builds equity, a loan that funds a business generating real income, these can make sense. But consumer debt, financing depreciating junk, carrying balances on things you already forgot you bought, that's a wealth tax you're paying voluntarily. Eliminate it aggressively. The return is immediate and guaranteed. Rule 2. Own your first hour. How you begin your morning determines what kind of day you actually live. Most people hand their first waking minutes to their phone. Notifications, headlines, other people's agendas flooding in before they've had a single intentional thought. That's not a morning, that's a surrender. The people who build lasting wealth tend to guard their mornings obsessively. They move their body, they think before reacting, they set clear intentions before the noise begins. It sounds soft, but it compounds hard. A focused morning creates a focused day. A focused day repeated for years creates a focused life. Protect that first hour like it's worth money, because it is. Rule 3. Write it down, wait it out. Impulse is the engine of financial regret. You see something, desire spikes, you rationalize, you purchase, the dopamine fades, and you're left with a thing you didn't actually need and money you can't get back. Break that cycle with a simple habit. Write down what you want to buy, then wait. 1 week minimum, 2 weeks is better. Most desires don't survive that window. They were never real needs. They were emotional reactions dressed up as decisions. The ones that survive the wait. Rule 4. Plan headlines. Rule 4. Simplify your financial structure. Complexity is not sophistication. 6 bank accounts, 4 credit cards, scattered investments across 8 different platforms. That's not a portfolio, that's a maze. And mazes don't build wealth, they just make it harder to find. Consolidate. 1 primary checking account, 1 savings account, 1 credit card, paid in full every month. Clarity is the foundation of control. You cannot manage what you cannot clearly see. Rule 5. Choose 3 priorities for the year and defend them. Most people treat ambition like a buffet. A little of this, a little of that, sampling everything, finishing nothing. The year ends and they look back at a trail of half-started goals and 0 completed ones. Minimalism applied to ambition means this: pick 3 things that would genuinely transform your financial or personal life if accomplished this year. 3. Not 10, not 7. 3. Then measure every new opportunity, every distraction, every exciting thing against those 3. If it doesn't serve one of them, it's noise. Let it go. Rule 6. Build a wardrobe that removes decisions. Every decision you make throughout the day draws from the same limited well of mental energy. A functional wardrobe solves this. A small number of high-quality pieces in coordinating colors, versatile enough for most occasions. Rule 7. Stop spending time on commitments that drain you. Time is the one resource that doesn't replenish. Every social obligation you accept out of guilt, obligation, or vague social pressure is time subtracted from something meaningful. Most social commitments involve spending: drinks, dinners, tickets, travel. Fewer empty commitments means more money staying where you actually need it. Rule 8. If it's not on the calendar, it doesn't exist. Good intentions without scheduled time are just wishes. You intend to review your finances, but it never gets scheduled, so it never happens. You intend to work on the side project, but something always fills the time instead. Minimalists treat their calendars the way careful people treat their wallets. Nothing important happens without a dedicated time slot. Block your financial review. Block your learning time. Block recovery. If you respect your calendar will help you build something real. Rule 9. Protect your energy like it's a limited resource, because it is. Exhausted people make poor decisions. This isn't a character flaw, it's neuroscience. A depleted brain reaches for comfort spending, avoids difficult financial conversations, procrastinates on investments. Sleep is not a luxury for people who've earned it. It's a prerequisite for good judgment. Rule 10. The 30-day list for things you want. Similar to Rule 3, but longer and more structured. Keep a running list, a notes app, a notebook, whatever works, of things you want to purchase. Nothing gets bought immediately. Everything waits 30 days minimum. At the end of the month, review the list. You'll find that the majority of items no longer generate any emotional pull.
Rule 11. Spend more on fewer, better things. Cheap things are expensive over time. Apply this principle to everything: tools, clothing, technology, even the services and professionals you hire. Rule 13. Make your home a place your mind can rest. Your environment shapes your mental state, whether you notice it or not. A cluttered, chaotic home creates a cluttered, chaotic mind. Rule 14. Stop letting the past hold your money hostage. Sunk cost thinking is a silent financial killer. The money spent is gone, regardless of what you decide now. The only question is whether your next decision makes sense from where you are today.
Rule 15. Use technology. Don't let it use you. The apps are designed to be addictive. That's not an accident or an exaggeration. They are engineered that way by professionals. Delete the apps that offer no return on your time. Set hard limits. Check email on a schedule, not on demand. Use technology as a tool with a specific purpose, then put it down. Rule 16. Clear the ground before you try to build. You cannot build a stable financial life on top of financial chaos. Audit what's actually happening. Strip it down to what's essential. Rule 17. Build routines that run on autopilot. Willpower is finite and unreliable. On good days, you'll make disciplined choices. On hard days, you won't. The solution isn't more willpower, it's fewer decisions that require it. Automate savings the day your paycheck arrives. Build a morning routine consistent enough that it requires no thought. Rule 18. Curate your circle with the same care you curate your finances. The 5 people you spend the most time with will shape your financial reality more than almost any other variable. Distance yourself, gently but deliberately, from people who normalize debt, glorify spending, and discourage ambition.
Rule 19. Learn how to rest properly. Passive consumption, hours of television, endless scrolling, background noise, doesn't actually restore you. It delays exhaustion while quietly adding to cognitive load. True rest looks different. When you master real rest, you return to your work, your plans, and your financial decisions sharper than you left. Rule 20. Review everything every 6 months. Minimalism isn't a project you finish, it's a practice you maintain. Every 6 months, sit down with your full life, finances, commitments, routines, relationships, goals, and ask honestly, what has drifted back toward excess? Here's the thing about these 20 rules. Reading them won't change anything. Pick 3 rules from this list, just 3, and actually implement them this week. Not all 20, 3. Master those before you add anything else. Wealth is not built through perfect days. It's built through consistent, disciplined action repeated across ordinary ones. Less waste, less noise, less chaos. That's not deprivation. That's the foundation of a life with actual options. Fill out. Start today.